Yes, it's me again. They hate me, that's why they give a fuck about me at the same time. As always, JD Miles. The MGTOWs, they love to hate. Even the ones that claim everybody loves to hate them, loves to hate MGTOW at the same time as always, which is why they keep me relevant to this day. And I'm back again. Yeah, they thought they held me back, but they can't keep me down. You can't stop a runaway train. And this runaway train ain't slowing down. But let's get down to business, shall we? And what y'all see the title. John DeMajor's ex-girlfriend dropped federal charges. Thus proving once again, why you should not believe all women and why the court of public opinion needs to leave it to the professionals. I mean, to me, the shit is like jury duty. Many are picked, but few are chosen. Many are picked, but few are chosen. I mean, and speaking of which, if this country relied on court of public opinion, it'll be medieval times all over again. Thank God they're not, but I digress. Back to the matter at hand. But yes, John DeMajor's ex-girlfriend dropped federal charges against John DeMajor's. So basically, then we come to find out that she staged the whole entire shit up. In which we're gonna get deep into this matter. But before I go any further, shout out to Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, MTR. I'll leave the link to his full video in the comment section. Go check it out. But without further delay, let's get into it, shall we?
It's unshocking, depending upon who you ask. Turn of events, John DeMajor's ex-girlfriend drops assault and defamation lawsuit. Now, on this channel, I covered the trial and the alleged allegations extensively about 10 or so months ago. We're going to get into it, especially with my thoughts here in a second, but let's go through the news article so we can all be on one accord. John DeMajor's ex-girlfriend dismissed a federal lawsuit against him on Thursday in which she had accused the actor of assault as well as defamation. The Marvel and Creed 3 star was convicted in December of 2023 for 2 misdemeanor accounts for assaulting the woman Grace Jabbery in the backseat of an SUV. He was sentenced earlier this year to attend domestic violence counseling. Now, if you guys remember, the alleged assault happened back in March of 2023. Within media, we heard the allegations, we saw that he was arrested, and then slowly but surely, information started to trickle out, debunking or disproving the allegations against him. Now, within all of the evidence, one of the things that did come out was the actual video of the assault taking place. Here goes the surveillance footage made public.
Oh, but we should believe all women, regardless of what they're lying or not. Oh, it doesn't matter if she's lying. You should still believe what these women be saying. And these be the same retarded fucks sitting there crying and bitching about, why are you victim blaming? Because, well, let me answer that question for you clowns. You want to know why most people victim blame? Because not all the time these women are victims, which we're about to see right here. And let me go ahead and say this. For all you retards who sat there and believed this woman's case, don't y'all look stupid. No, seriously, don't y'all look stupid as fuck. You believe anything a person says, and then come to find out the evidence has dropped, and come to find out you believed in a goddamn lie. And because of that lie, yet another man's career is ruined. And you wonder why men act the way they act in these days and times. And rightfully so. But let's continue.
By the judge. Now, mind you, if there's any violence within this, due to content guidelines, I will be unable to show it. I'll block it out. But I leave a link to this down in the description box down below, just in case I cannot play some of this video. Okay. So the Uber Black pulls up to the stoplight. Okay. He picked her up and put her in the back seat.
Now, don't panic. He has to blur it out due to YouTube's broken guidelines. But let's continue.
And it looks like he's continuing to try to place her in the backseat. Now, she hops out the car. They're walking across the street together. And
they're off.
Takes off.
And they're off.
Okay. Looks like this is a zoom in of him placing her in the car. Yeah. Okay, now he's running away from her.
Now here's the thing that baffles the shit out of me, even to this very day when it comes to this. And fellas, can y'all make this retarded logic make sense here? If she was assaulted, then why is she, if she was assaulted and abused like she claimed, then how come it's she who is running after the person she claimed assaulted and abused her? This logic don't make no sense to me here. What assault victim does this shit? Oh, he assaulted me. Oh, he assaulted me. He abused me. That's why I'm trying to chase after him. Last time I checked, a woman that goes to that shit, she's trying to get away from their abuser, not chase after them. Come on now.
There's no way she's going to catch him, but she's still running after him.
I mean, that's damn near 15 blocks.
Wow. Whoa, look both ways, mama.
Almost getting her ass hit by a car.
Crazy as hell. She's probably going to lose him after this. Yeah.
Run, Forrest, run!
Runs by the place where she ends up having a conversation with those people that she found later. Now, she stopped running. Her ears ain't as large as a Creed 3 trainer. Yeah, that's right. He ran away. And I have always maintained that it is not normal. It is atypical. It is damn near blasphemous for that the person to be accused of assault by the accuser is the person that is actually running away from the predicament. Now, I ask you, if you switched races,
while the person who claimed to be abused is chasing after their abuser, that retarded logic don't make sense at all, man.
And genders. And if it was a black man running down a white woman in the middle of the street, how quickly that man would have been jumped on. And after that, more evidence indicating that Grace Jabari was absolutely lying in this situation started to emerge. Ms. Jabari claims that Mr. Majors assaulted her in the car in Chinatown around 12 a.m. on March 25th. During that incident, Mr. Majors broke her finger and lacerated her ear, we have proof that this is a complete lie. The driver of the car saw and heard everything, and he will testify that Miss Jabari attacked Mr. Majors in the car, and Mr. Majors did not strike or hurt her whatsoever. And hours of security videos of Miss Jabari after she left the car prove that she did not suffer any injury in the car, and certainly not at the hands of Mr. Majors. As the court will see below, after Mr. Majors ran away from Miss Jabari, who physically attacked him, she was perfectly fine and completely uninjured. In fact, the Thought Rocket went clubbing, got drunk, sent Mr. Majors angry text messages accusing him of infidelity, sent a self-deletion note to Mr. Majors, took a bunch of sleeping pills, and then 11 hours later, found alone in a locked bedroom, unconscious on the floor of a closet with a cut behind her ear and a broken finger. Upon waking,
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
in a state that caused the paramedics to request a psychological evaluation, Miss Jabari had no idea why she was on the floor of the closet, why her finger hurt, or what happened to her ear. At no point between Mr. Majors running away from Miss Jabari and Miss Jabari returning to the bedroom did she have these injuries. Remember before when she said that she had a broken finger? Well, this is security cam footage of her 3 hours after she claimed the incident took place. That's her right there. And that's her right hand being used effectively.
I mean, if her right hand was injured, then there'll be no way in hell she'll be able to grip that stair rail like that. In fact, anyone with a hand injury will likely be holding the injured hand rather than going around using it normally. Well, I'm just throwing that shit out there. Let's continue.
To go up the steps. And now there's even further evidence proving his innocence.
Now I'm gonna raise the volume up just a bit. That way I can hear it clearly.
That's her. No way. If you turned up the volume, you would hear her say that she is the girlfriend of Jonathan Majors. The guy over here in the Texas Longhorn cap says, no way. Now, mind you, what she reported to police is that by this time of the night, her finger was already broken. So watch her use her right hand. Also, that her ear was already lacerated. Okay, pay attention to all of this. Let's go.
Look at this, man. But her right hand is injured. Yet she can still do a whole lot of things with that injured right hand. Let's continue.
Does that look like a broken hand? You're using your hand to tie your hair back, and it doesn't look like there's anything injured about you. Now, mind you, she's crying. She seems distraught. It looks like her mannerisms to me look like she's been drinking, but it's come out later that she doesn't know these three people. She just met them that night. So they see a crying damsel in distress, and they're trying to help her out. The girl is apparently trying to get her on her way. The guys are kind of just standing back and paying attention. But I also forgot to mention that her ear is not bleeding like she claimed that it was. If you broke your hand, you would not be holding your phone.
Nope, not at all.
$30 if I'm ever homeless in like 5 years. That hand seems very active. Also take note that through her description of what's going on between her and Jonathan Majors, she never makes any reference to any violence.
We got it. I have a partner too. Should I cancel it?
All right, now Majors is entering the picture. Watch now.
All right.
He looks at her, doesn't speak.
Nope, not at all.
We're going to get into this white knight sip right here, but let's watch that again. Let's watch the body language. Watch this. So he's walking by. She's holding hands with this woman. You hear the guy say, yo. He's looking at her like...
Yep. And keep in mind, she's holding her injured hand. Okay, the map does not add up here.
You piece of shit. And then she walks over to him. And he moves his hand in a way to say that he is scared about her being violent on him. Let's keep it going.
Bro.
Look.
Watch the simp. Here I come to say that. Nope.
Dun, 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 dun. White Knight's simp here to save the goddamn day. You lucky you didn't put paws on him. This brother just got off of Creed 3 training. So yeah, this lovely Amber Heard-esque woman accused Jonathan of breaking her finger, but here she is just utilizing her hand like nothing ever happened. And then after all of that, all of the text messages started to leak. And here are the alleged text messages that she sent to Jonathan Majors after he was arrested. Please.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
Please let me know you're okay when you get this. They assured me that you won't be charged. They said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight. I'm so angry that they did. And I'm sorry that you're in this position. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told him it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. I only just got out the hospital. Just call me when you're out. I love you. Then she follows up about 3 hours later. They just called me again to check on me, and I reiterated how this was not an attack and they do not have my blessing on any of the charges being placed. I read the paper they gave about strangulation, and I said point blank, this did not occur and should be removed immediately. The judge is definitely going to be told this. She ensured this to me. I know you have the best team and there's nothing to worry about. I just want you to know that I'm doing all that I can on my end. I also said to tell the judge to know that the origin of the call was to do with me collapsing and passing out, and your worry as my partner due to our communication prior. Out of care, she promised all of this will be relayed. And still, even after...
And yet, despite all that, she still pursued with the case. She knew exactly what she was doing. But let's continue.
After seeing this text message that was sent to him, the response on the Twitters and the TikTok is, oh, how much of a monster he must be in order to manipulate her so well that she's accepting accountability for his abusive ways. What? And even still, with all of that evidence, he was still convicted of 2 misdemeanors of assault as well as harassment. Now, we also talked about how Jonathan Majors was guilty until proven innocent, which is what often happens of men accused of assault against women. He was dropped from damn near everything, all right? And I got a list of them right here. He was dropped from his management team. He was dropped by his PR firm. He's been dropped from major brand deals, including the U.S. Army. He was removed of the Texas Rangers 2023 season ad campaign and then mutually agreed to not attend the Met Gala. But above all, and this one is the one that hurt the most, is he was being set up to be the new Thanos in the Avengers, right? He did Kang the Conqueror movie, which was to be the beginning to set up of the eventual Avengers movie in the future. Once he was convicted, they dropped him completely and they rewrote the script to now have Doomsday be the new villain for the Avengers, played by, weirdly enough, Robert Downey Jr., who used to play Iron Man in the same series. So needless.
See, and this is the reason why. This is the reason why Uncle JD don't listen to court of public opinion. This is the reason why. And because of this bullshit, another man's life ruined. Another man's life ruined over a goddamn lie. And of course, the court of public opinion, they don't take the time to think, wait a second, we don't know what's happening here. We don't know what's happening here. Maybe we should hold back, hang back, and see what else comes out. Nope. Court of public opinion believes all women. So according to them, Jonathan Majors is guilty until proven innocent. And this is the reason why I say fuck court of public opinion. Because oftentimes court of public opinion is only looking through things on an emotional level than a factual level. And this is the reason why not everybody can do jury duty. Here's me saying, many people are selected, but few are chosen. And believe me, I should know. How many times I've been on jury duty? About 8 times. 8 times in my life. So I already know the deal. But let's continue.
So needless to say, this woman had gotten everything that she wanted to destroy him, to destroy his life, to destroy his finances, all because he was jealous of who he might have been texting within the car. Ain't nothing like a woman scored. Nevertheless, Jabari sued him back in March, alleging he had defamed her by continuing after the guilty verdict to maintain that he had never laid his hands on a woman in an interview with Good Morning America.
Here we go.
You're not responsible for her injuries at all.
I shouldn't have been in the car. I shouldn't have stepped out of the relationship. I shouldn't have been in the relationship. If I'm not in the car, none of this is happening. If I leave the relationship, none of this is happening. If I'm man enough or brave enough to say, I want to see somebody else, or I'm done now, I'm not in that car. We're not here. I'm responsible for those things.
And none of her injuries.
I can't say that. None of her injuries.
So those statements made her so upset that her and her attorney filed the federal lawsuit of defamation, and this was the update. Okay. In the United States District Court, Southern District of New York, Grace Jabari, plaintiff versus Jonathan Majors, defendant, stipulation of dismissal with prejudice. It is hereby stipulated and agreed by and between plaintiff Grace Jabari and defendant Jonathan Majors through their undersigned attorneys that all claims against the defendant in the above captioned action are hereby dismissed with prejudice pursuant, and each party will bear its own cost and attorney fees. One of Jabari's attorneys, by the name of Brad Edwards, follows up saying on Friday that this is how every case ends after it is resolved. Another of her lawyers, Brittany Henderson, said that the case had been settled favorably. Grace had exhibited tremendous courage throughout. Give me a break. Tremendous courage throughout this very long and difficult process. Henderson said, as a result of her commitment to justice, what? The lawsuit that she filed against Jonathan Majors had been favorably settled. So this means to me, instead of following through with the entire defamation case, he put some cash together, sent it over to her, and she said, all right, now you've done enough to seek penance for being a bad boyfriend. It is so hilarious here, after all of the video evidence, that they continue to posture her as the completely innocent one in this case. Oh, the courage! We hope that she can finally put this chapter behind her and move forward with her head held high. I think cases like this...
Yeah, let's just sit back and pretend that she didn't lie. Fuck out of here, man.
should ring true in the eyes and ears of all young men today. Whether or not you're watching the Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation and you're beginning to understand the damage that movements such as #BelieveAllWomen have pushed upon the society, but then you're seeing men's lives get ruined due to simple allegations, irrespective of the video evidence that has surfaced in regards to the situation in question, the hours of security footage proving that what she's saying was a lie. Regardless, that they
straight up. This is why I say fuck believe all women. No, I'm going to believe what's been brought to the table. I'm going to believe the evidence that's in question. But you see, this is further proof that believe all women is bullshit. Especially when women have the audacity to lie. No different from the men. This is the reason why the vast majority do not believe all women because they're women. No, we want to see hard evidence. We want to see proof. We want to see everything brought on the table, proving that this is what happened. This is what happened, rather than hearing someone's cries and crocodile tears. And once again, because you got retarded fucks out here in this world that will believe the lie, guess what? Another man's life is ruined. And these retarded fucks wonder why these men treat these women the way they treat them. There's no justification on this shit. She knew exactly what the hell she was doing. Fellas, don't get caught up out here, big time. But nevertheless, shout out to MTR. I'll leave the link to the full video in the comment section. Go check it out. Tell them J Miles sent you. But that's all I'm gonna say for now. I'm done and I'm out this bitch. Later.